So in this video we're going to work through 4 problems that involve cubes and cuboids with their volumes and surface areas. So question number 1. A cube has an edge length of 15 centimetres. Find the volume of the cube in cubic metres. Okay, so if it's got an edge length of 15 centimetres, that means its length, breadth and height are all 15 centimetres because it's a cube, not a cuboid. Okay, so because we want the volume in cubic metres, it probably makes sense to convert this into metres first. So 0.15. So 0.15, and we need to multiply that by 0.15. Now that's going to get me the area of one of the faces. So 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7, 5 times 0, bring in a 0, 1 times 5, 1 times 1, 1 times 0, add those together, 5, 12, 2. And then we've got 4 numbers to the right of the decimal point, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking at 0.0225, and that's square metres, okay, for the area. Okay, so 0.0225. So 0.0225. Now I now need to multiply that by 0.15. So I'm working out 0.15 cubed here. So 5 times 5 is 25. 2 5s are 10 plus the 2 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10 plus the 1 is 11. So we're going to get that. Bring in a 0. 1 times 5, 1 times 2, 1 times 2. Add those two together. We've got 5, 7, 3, 3. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers to the right of the decimal point. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking at a volume of 0.003375 cubic metres. Okay, so that's our volume. So number 2, a cube has a volume of 300 cubic centimetres. Find the length of an edge in metres to 3 significant figures. So we know that the volume is 300. Now because it's a cube, all of the edges are the same length. So if we said that the length of an edge was x, then x times x times x must be 300. So x cubed is 300, so x is going to be the cube root of 300. So cube root of 300 is 6.69432950. Now remember that's in centimetres and we want it in metres. So we need to divide that by 100. Okay, so we're going to get 0.0669432, etc. metres. But we want it to 3 significant figures. So 0.0669 metres to 3 sig fig. Okay, so that is number 2. Right, number 3. A cuboid has length 6 millimetres, breadth 7 centimetres, and height 8 metres. Find the volume in cubic centimetres. So it makes sense to convert all the dimensions into centimetres for this. So 6 millimetres is 0.6 centimetres. So our volume is 0.6 times by 7, that's already in centimetres, times by 800, because 8 metres is 800 centimetres. So this is what we need to calculate. Now I can save myself a little bit of bother by the fact that if I multiply this one by 10, I can divide this by 10. So this is the same as calculating this. So 6 times 7 times 80. Now 6 sevens we know is 42, so this is going to be 42 lots of 80. So we can do, let's do it this way around, 80 times 42. 2 times 0, 2 times 8 is 16, bring the 0, 4 times 0, 4 times 8 is 32. Add those two together, 0, 6, 3, 3. So the volume in centimetres cubed is 3,360 cubic centimetres. Sorry, in cubic centimetres, not centimetres cubed. Okay, so that's number 3. Right, last one, number 4. A cuboid has length 80 centimetres, breadth 90 centimetres, and height 30 centimetres. Find the surface area in square metres. Okay, probably makes sense to draw myself a cuboid here. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to show off, like, be dimensionally correct here, in the sense of its lengths. Or, I mean, scaling-wise, right? Now, because we want the surface area in square metres, it probably makes sense to make all of the lengths in metres. So we have 80 centimetres, that's 0.8. So choose a length to be 0.8. We've got a breadth of 90, so 0.9 metres. And then we've got 30 centimetres the height, so 0.3 height. Okay? So, the surface area. Now, we've got this face here, which is 0.8 times 0.3, and we've got 2 of those. So, 2 lots of 0.8 times 0.3. Then we've got 2 of these, and that's 0.9 times 0.3. And then we've got 2 of the top and bottom, which is 0.8 times 0.9. Okay, so 2 times 0.8 times 0.3 plus 2 times 0.9 times 0.3 plus 2 times 0.8 times 0.9. Now, if you're wondering, why am I not doing that by hand? You can do this by hand. It'd probably be good practice to do that by hand. But I don't really have enough board space, otherwise I would do it. And that's 2.46. And now we need to get the units right. It's in square metres here. So square metres. So that is the surface area of the cuboid.